Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne and Happy New Year to everybody. As you know, towards the end of last year, I've pretty much finished the D'Agostini's Build the Millennium Falcon. For the new year, I've got D'Agostini's Build R2-D2, which will probably be the video following this one. But the video that this is going to be all-encompassing, all for 130 issues, it's going to cost a lot of money, is build your own Delorean from Back to the Future. Okay, let's talk about what you get first off. And I've just noticed when I open this up that you're full of all sorts of gump and stuff like here. So like there's a competition that you can enter. There's reserve your copy today for your news agents. I've actually subscribed to this. And just basically the advertisement for subscribing today on the internet. Now the thing is, if you do subscribe on the internet, you've got to remember that they normally send more than one out at a time. So I don't know what Eagle Moss is doing, if it's 2 a time or 4 a time, but they normally wait for the last one to come in before they send all 4 out. So if you subscribe, chances are if you're watching this around about today, which is the 2nd of January, you haven't received yours yet. I've actually got it because I went out and bought it for $2.99, and the only reason I've done that is because the screwdrivers that come in these sets, they're 10 a penny, I tell you. They're for $2.99. They will, I guarantee you'll go through 3 at least. Millennium Falcon I went through about 4. So I've got 2 of these, and I've got 2 of the R2-D2 build when I do that, just for the screwdrivers. But it gives me a chance to start early, which is, I think, is a good thing as well. So other than that, you do get a sort of like product guide here to show you a life size of what it's going to look like. Now you're not going to really appreciate the scale on here, but that's what it looks like there. Compared to my hand, you're looking about 3 hands worth. So if you've got medium-sized hands like me, take 3 hands. That's going to be the length of the vehicle. There is actual measurements, I think, on here. The length is 52.7 centimeters. The width is 23.2, and the height is 14.3. It looks pretty cool, I have to say. And when I saw the TV advert for this, I went absolutely mental. Matter of fact, let me put that TV advert up for you now.
Travel back in time and build the legendary Back to the Future DeLorean. Packed with incredible detail, this awesome die-cast scale model is now yours to collect and build. Featuring working lights, detailed interior with a flux capacitor, and the iconic gull-wing doors. Follow step-by-step instructions to build the world's most famous time machine and get the inside story of the Back to the Future trilogy.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
Build the Back to the Future DeLorean. Issue 1 with your first model parts. Out now!
Okay, in addition to that, you also got introducing the model. So it tells you all the things that this model is going to do, all the electrics, what the doors do, what the gear sticks do, what the time panels do. So everything that you want to know about the vehicle is going to be in that little pull out there. And then you've got the issue numbers. Now, this is what I'll show you at the beginning of each video when we go around to doing it. And on the back, it details what items you're going to get into the list. So you can see we've got a whole list of items there. And by the wonders of magic, if I flip the camera, you can see them all there. So they're all there ready to go, and that's what we're going to start building. But we'll come back to that. It's basically, it tells you a little bit about Back to the Future during the filming of it, and just interesting facts and things that you might want to know. The thing we're interested in is these bits here, which show you how to put these bits together. I think what I'm going to do in this one, because I did say with the Millennium Falcon I'm not going to do a live build, is I am going to take a screenshot of some of the bits that I'm actually doing and have it as a little overlay while I'm actually doing it, and you'll see that when I'm starting to build the thing. But yeah, you'll get this every time you get your parts, and your new parts will show you what's coming. So look, we've got a wing coming in issue 2, so that's going to be pretty cool as well. That's pretty much it though. Without further ado, I think we should start building this bad boy. Okay, basically I've moved the bits out of the way just so I can work with the bits it wants me to use first. Let's take that. We don't need that, and we don't need the bit with the DeLorean thing on there. We just need these 2 bits here. The first instruction is to push the 2 sections of the DeLorean's rear together, carefully aligning the 4 holes spaced along the pieces. The bottom piece will fit into the lip of the top piece. This is the bottom piece, and this has got these sort of like hole marks on here, as you can see. Put it in the light. There's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be clipping in like that. I say clipping in, but I'm going to end up screwing this because that's the next instruction. So we've got the 2 pieces like that, but obviously it's really loose at the moment. It needs screwing in. So we'll do that now. Now the screws it wants us to use are BP screws. Now each pack of screws comes in a little pack like that with the letter on it, as you can see, BP. so we know we're using the right screws. In issue 1 we get AP screws as well, so if you are building this and you just want an instruction how to go through it, don't use the AP screws in here, because I'll tell you now, they won't fit. And I think you'll know anyway, they'll be too loose because these ones are a lot thicker, but they do go in really well. So that's 1 in, 2 in. Now, as I said, I'm not doing these live, but when I do these builds, I'm doing them completely live. So if that makes sense, I'm not going to be cutting this at all. The only cut I just made then was to get the old stuff off the desk. So I'd rather you see the things that are relevant at the time. But last one in, and we have now started the DeLorean build. So that is the first 2 stages done. That's nice and secure in there, and I'm guessing, thinking that's the bumper or that's going to be the fender. That's sort of like the width of it, which is sort of like just a bit bigger than my hand. But that's the first bit done. I'll put that to one side, a bit like Blue Peter. And the next bit's all about the lights. And it's saying take 4 light parts, H, I, J, K, and clip them into the corresponding spaces in frame 1G. Well, there's the frame, 1G. Again, I'm going to do it the way that the pictures I've got it online, which is sort of like this way round. And the bits of light is 1, 2, 3, and whoops, try and get it here, 4. So we've got 4 bits of light. And obviously they're just going to fit into these little holes here. They just clip in again, so let's see how that looks. 1, yeah, it does. It clips in and they actually hold in quite tight. There's no glue there. It hasn't told me to glue as well, which is excellent news. The second piece, it actually tells you on the picture where the second piece goes as well, but I'll put in the pieces that I know where they go. That one goes in there. And it's not falling out. I think that's amazing. This bit is going to be going over the top here. Oh, look, I spoke too soon. That bit did fall out. Got to make sure that these bits stay in. And last but not least is just these 2 here. I don't know if it matters what way round they go. I think it does, because there's no lip on this side. So I'm going to keep the lips, where there's no lip, I'm going to keep that, actually, let's put it that way, towards the edge. So we've got that looking like that in there, and then on the other side, wow, looks pretty cool. Very good. So that's the light done. This is what the assembled piece should look like, and now it wants me to put the light straight into the unit, which is going to be interesting. So we bring this unit back here, and this is going to be step 2. Push the assembled frame 1 GH into the passenger side socket of the rear section. Take care to push in the plastic lid of the frame first before pressing the rest of it into place. I guess the reason for that is because it will fall everywhere if you try that. So let's have a look. I'm gonna put this upright so nothing falls out like it just did. Ugh. Gravity, 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 gravity. Put it in the right way. Okay. I'm just going to press this in a bit better so I know that it's not going to fall out. And then I think what I'll do is, I know the piece is going to go in the slot here, then in a slot over here. There you go. That's that piece in there. Now, it's not being held in at the moment. You see, it wants to spring up. So I'm hoping we bolt that in. Yep, we're using these BP screws again. And there's 2 holes in the back. It says take 1 BP screw and thread it into the back of the rear section. Use the screwdriver to tighten the screw, securing the panel of lights to the assembly. So there's 2 here. You've got, let's have a look at this. 1 here, which is that circle there, and 1 here, which is that circle there. But this is the one we're working on, just the one at the moment. So once this is in, these lights, as you can see, aren't going anywhere. That's the first set of lights in. Basically, the time machine rear light displays are identical to those of the original DeLorean DMC-12. They're divided into 4 distinct functions. So we've got the reversing light there. The top lot here is the brake lights. This here is the rear light, and the indicator lights are here. So at least we know what the lights are. What's the next bit? The next bit is we're going to be working with a bit I can't wait to start with, is the number plate. I'm going to put that around that way so you can see it. Okay, the number plate. Basically it says put the AOG sticker above the O on the number plate. Attach the other sticker to the opposite corner. Okay, so we've got these 2 stickers here. This is where things are going to get a little bit fiddly. we will open that. Get these stickers out. They are very tiny. I did read on some forums about this bit, so I'm actually dreading this a little bit. Saying how fiddly this is actually going to be. Okay, so these bits have got numbers 1E and 1F. That's not going to help me because I can't see anything. Oh. I've got to put the AOG above the O. Because these say different things. See, this one says California 86, CA 86. And this one here says... Oh God, I can't even read this one. There's a date on it, I think. There's some numbers. And they're split into two. So there's obviously going to be some for the front, I'm guessing. Because it's only asking me to put one on the left, one on the right. 1F goes up the top left, 1F at the top left. Oh, 1E. Ah, this is the 1E actually is this piece. So, what number plate do we use? I'll tell you what, I'm just going to cut it here and just figure out which one I use because I haven't got a clue. Is it the yellow one or is it the red one? I'm back again. Okay, these red ones actually say AUG, AUG. It does say that. So the AUG, you can't really see it on red, but you know, it's not going to be good for me because I'm colourblind. But it's red on black. It does say AUG, now I can see it. So make sure to put these around the right way, that's for sure. AUG goes above the O, and on the other side we put this other one, which is the California one. So let's get this tiny little sticker off. I might have to, we're only taking one off and leaving half on there. But this definitely needs to be around the right way, so bear with me, I'm going to put this on. I did look at a picture earlier on just to see what it looks like. And it basically goes in the gap where this California breaks up there. I don't know if you can see that closer a little bit. The yellow of underlying California, there's a gap. It goes in there. So let's get this on. Hoping it's going to be straight. Doesn't fill the whole gap, I'll tell you that now. But, yep, I got the one on. One is on. Let's get the second one on. The California one. Again, making sure we put it the right way round. God, this is so fiddly. Okay, let's try again. We're going to do this with my left hand this time, so it's going to be a bit harder. Sorry that you can't actually see me do this, but I am trying to get it on. Now that's wonky. It's got to come off. That's wonky. I think I might get my tweezers for this. I'll have one last go. I use the screwdriver to move it around a little touch. Press it down. I think that's perfect actually, yes. Perfect, and straight. Perfect, so that's 2 bits on of the number plate. AUG on this side, the California 86 on that side. I'm pretty impressed with that, finally. Next. Right, we're going to be screwing this. So once the number plate has been, clip the number plate onto the base of this base here. So clip the number plate into the base, taking care to make sure both components are the correct way up. Now the correct way up is with these at the top, with the number plate, so they're at the top, with the number plate going in that way. So it looks like that when it's in there. And the screws it wants me to use. When the number plate's been clipped into place, secure it to the base plate with 2 AP screws. Now the AP ones are the smaller of the screws that we got, and they're going to be going into these big holes, not the 2 small ones, the big ones here. So let's get that in. Yeah. Try that again. I think the number plate's falling out, so I might have to pick this up to start it off, but we'll see. I'll get this back out. Yeah, number plate's falling out. I'll just put that back in again, making sure it's the right way up. There we go. I'll hold it while I put the screw in. So we put this screw in, and once this screws in, the number plate is going to be pretty firmly into place. That's the first. Put the second screw in there. Problem with these magnetic screwdrivers, as you can see, they just fly out like that. Get in there. Okay, this isn't going to be easy. Let's put it in. Start it off with my hand. Get these. We're going to probably need those stickers for the front, I'm guessing, or a bit later on, because they've said 2. Unless they've said 2 because they know you're going to cock up putting the stickers on first time. Who knows? Right, that's in quite tight, and that's not falling out anywhere. So that's the number plate in. And then what it wants me to do is we've got a plastic bit. This is the last bit that we sort of got. It wants this plastic bit. These are the lights basically that go above the unit here, and they basically sit over the lip. So you've got these screw holes here. They're going to fit over the lip so that they're on those bits there. Make sure that they're secured down. There you go, just like that. They're going to need screwed in, and again we're using the smaller AP screws, so I'll get them in while I'm holding it. Hopefully the thing won't fall apart on me while I'm doing these up. I'm not overly tightening it, just so I can I'll tighten it once I've got both in. Otherwise the screws are going to go off in all directions and I'll never find them. But already just looking at this, the detail is quite impressive, especially of that number plate and those little tiny stickers. California and AUC, that's just crazy. But that's pretty much that bit finished. It's going to, the bumper, putting the bumper part on. It doesn't want me to put this bit on yet, it wants me actually to put this bit on, which is the Delorean base. Let's see where that goes. That's going to be going, let's have a look. Oh, it's going to be going above this bit, on top of it. It's going to clip in. So it says making sure that the DeLorean logo is the right way up, which it is. To you, it's upside down to me, but to you, it's the right way up. Take the bumper and attach it to the rear section. Align the holes carefully and push the 2 pieces together. So it's just a clip. As you can see, you've got all these clips on this section. They're going into the clips on this section. So we know it's the right way up. Let's clip it in. Please be easy, please be easy. Oh. Make sure you've lined the holes up. Otherwise it ain't clipping anywhere. Right, I've got a little cloth here to get rid of my fingerprints. But that is perfectly flush and in. That's amazing. That is really easy, that was, and that was quite impressive, I have to say that. It says your assembled rear bumper should look like that, and believe me, it does. It says your journey begins. Now that you've assembled the first part of the Back to the Floor DeLorean model, put it somewhere safe until issue 2 arrives. Right, we don't have to do anything with this yet. I'm guessing it's going to go in there. Perhaps. I don't know. But it hasn't asked me to do that. Issue 1 pretty much ends just at that section here. So that's what it looks like from behind. And that's what it looks like from the front. Hi, I hope you like that. I hope you enjoyed that build. That was issue 1. Issue 2 should be coming whenever my subscription arrives. The thing is, I bought this in the shop for $2.99, and obviously I've got a subscription now, and that may be coming tomorrow. It may be coming in 2 weeks, but they're going to be sending a batch together, so who knows. But if you be sure to subscribe to my channel over here, it will notify you when the new issues come up, and I'll try and get to work on that straight away. I've also got some other videos over here of my Build the Millennium Falcon and any other builds that I'm doing at the time. But other than that, that's issue 1 of Eagle Moss's Back to the Build the Back to the Future DeLorean. I'll put a link in the subscription if you want to subscribe to that yourself. Other than that, take care.